There's recently been a spate of very violent farm attacks in South Africa. The Democratic Alliance, as the official opposition in the country, will not and cannot stay quiet on this matter, and we will continue to raise it until something is done about it. We know we live in one of the most violent societies in the world, and that our rural communities are especially vulnerable to this type of attack. Ons boere is die voedselmandjie van ons land. To date, the ANC government has only paid lip service to coming up with a comprehensive rural safety plan to combat the scourge of farm attacks and these types of attacks in rural areas. This lip service has been little comfort to the family of Eddie Newmeester from KwaZulu-Natal, who was hacked to death with a panga on his farm. It's come as little comfort to the family and friends of Skalk and Lana Coetzee of the Northwest Province, who were victims of a vicious farm attack where boiling water was poured over them. Dit moet stop. Ons kan nie so aangaan nie. Last year, the DA launched a comprehensive rural safety plan that would, within the spate of months, be able to fundamentally change the way in which rural policing is done and to dramatically improve security in the most vulnerable areas of South Africa. It would require no major legal changes and would, at the stroke of a pen, be able to put many, many more personnel, trained personnel, as well as equipment into these rural areas to combat crime and criminality there. To date, we've had no response from the Minister. I've now tasked our Safety and Security Cluster in Parliament in the Democratic Alliance Caucus to now call for Minister Bheki Cele to be called before the committee to be able to account for what has happened and to set forward a very clear plan about what he and the South African Police Service intend to do about the issue of violence and crime in rural areas. It's not good enough simply to talk. It's now time for action. And we'll be calling on Minister Cele to set out very clearly what that action is. It's one thing for him to be running around the country enforcing petty regulations during the lockdown, but what he's required to do is to keep citizens of this country safe from the crime and the criminality that's preying upon vulnerable citizens every single day. It's time now for action. Van elke boer, elke plaaswerker en elke landelike gemeenskap maak saak in ons land.